excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will start this game off. These guys played a terrific game a year ago, final Saturday of the regular season. Close through halftime, tied at 14, but the Fighting Irish showed why they were bound for the national championship game and took home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat in capturing the shillelagh in the second half.
They took the shillelagh. Yeah, it was 14-14 at half. It was a really good football game, and then Notre Dame's defense just takes over. They scored 14 points. 100-yard interception return, 99-yard interception return. This kind of punched their ticket, Jesse, for the college football playoff.
And it was Notre Dame being Notre Dame. You mentioned their defense. They also ran the ball extremely well. Jadarian Price, Jeremiah Love, both had huge games on the ground. So able to control the football, you know, that's going to be a big key for Marcus Freeman's squad in this one with a jeweled shillelagh up for grabs.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got the back in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Maiava. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. To throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, and getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Lemon. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Trojans are on the move. The give on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Finding an escape route. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt. They're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Got some room in under the goal line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Fields. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on 2nd down, and wings it incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Defense looks as if it's coming. Creates a little space. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
They punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Snagged in the middle. It's Strachan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sweet cut there. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over first and 10. Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Buying some time as he moves left.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Back to throw. It's Carr. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Fields. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time on target. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Fitted in the window for the score. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jewel Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they had to look good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. On the move, it's Sanders. Oh, what a move. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to throw it. He wants it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. These are the games, these are the moments, this is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Handoff from the gun. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that.
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it out quickly. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got a man, it's Lane. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.